Hello everyone, I'm MVL and welcome to my video game pickups for September 2018. As per usual, gameplay footage included for every game on this list. But hardware first, and I picked up the PlayStation TV. This is like the handheld Vita, but it plays games on your television. What's really cool about this is I got it secondhand and it came with some expired game codes, but they still worked, which was awesome. Really excited to add Vita games to my collection. That's so sweet. But next up we have Blade Eagle 3D. For the Sega Master System. I picked this up from Faceless Monkey in Truro. This is a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up and I love space shooter games. I got a fantastic deal on this and it's always a treat to pick up more games for the Sega Master System. It's such a wonderful system and this is a wonderful game. That's Blade Eagle 3D for the Sega Master System. Next up we have TransBot for the Sega Master System. This is a horizontal scrolling shoot 'em up game. I also picked this up from Faceless Monkey in Truro. Now this game is very clearly inspired by Transformers a lot. In fact, your robot does change shape or transform, if you will, throughout the game. You guys know how much I love space shooters, and there's nothing more delightful than blasting down some manic mechanical monsters in your path. That's Transformers, TransBot, for the Sega Master System. This next game is fantastic. That's right, it's Fantastic Dizzy for the Sega Mega Drive. A fantastic platformer from Codemasters. Your character in this game is a good egg, literally. And you take control of that appropriately named egg Dizzy as he rolls around the game. In addition to navigating your way around enemies, you have to pick up items to proceed through this game. This could be a key to open a door, a plank of wood to make a bridge, or some meat to distract a huge monster. But you've only got 3 item slots, so you've got to make sure you're carrying what you actually need. And in addition to this, there are some fun puzzle minigames that you can come across to gain some extra lives. That's Fantastic Dizzy for the Sega Mega Drive. Next up we have X2 for the PlayStation 1. Another pickup from Faceless Monkey in Truro. This is a scrolling shoot 'em up game. X2 is a sequel to Project X from the Amiga, brought to you by the team behind Worms, Team 17. This game is amazing, boasting an incredible 32,000 colours, devastating visuals and a powerful techno soundtrack resounding across 10 massive levels. X2 threatens to destroy the player at every press of the button. With the promise of tech death and twisted sensors, that's X2 for the PlayStation 1. Next up we have the Agent Collection. This includes GoldenEye Rogue Agent and Everything or Nothing for the PlayStation 2. Initially I picked this up as somewhat of an oddity because the packaging amused me, but it turns out I didn't have either of these games for the PlayStation 2. GoldenEye Rogue Agent is a first-person shooter, giving you a different perspective on the story you know and love. And Everything or Nothing is a third-person shooter with an entirely new Bond adventure to enjoy. That's the Agent Collection on the PlayStation 2. Next up we have Maximo Army of Zin for the PlayStation 2. This is a 3D platformer with some pleasing hack and slash action, and another entry into the awesome Ghosts and Goblins series. The heroic knight Maximo is back, and this time during his travels he is attacked by terrifying clockwork monsters that appear to be powered by captured souls of the dead. And when your armor is destroyed, it promises more boxer shorts. That's right, discover the power of the magic power pants and the boxers of burning vigor as Maximo goes into battle sporting his trademark underwear. That sounds amazing. That's Maximo Army of Zin for the PlayStation 2. Next up we have Swords of Destiny for the PlayStation 2. This is a hack and slash game. I'd say the gameplay is similar to Devil May Cry. Grab your sword and fulfill your destiny as you hack down all of the demonic forces in your path. The game boasts a graphically outstanding setting and the ability to create your own swords from your fallen foes' weapons. Overall an enjoyable button basher, so let's hack down some demons with our magical swords. That's Swords of Destiny for the PlayStation 2. Next up we have Dino Crisis 3 for the original Xbox. This is a survival horror game. That's right, the dinosaurs are back. This entry changes things up, bringing you to the future fighting dinosaurs in space. The game promises to push the Xbox to its limits, where you face a terrifying new breed of AI-enhanced dinosaurs in huge futuristic 3D environments. And there's a cool, devastating array of weapons at your disposal. And did I mention you have a jetpack? That's Dino Crisis 3 for the original Xbox. Next up we have Gun Valkyrie for the original Xbox. This is a run and gun shooter. Another game I picked up from Faceless Monkey in Truro. And another game where you have use of a cool jetpack to boost you through the game. It is amazing fun to blast all of the aliens you charge your way into. And the game offers state-of-the-art graphics and special effects. The game boasts revolutionary controls allowing you to run and gun enemies all around you. And there are 2 playable characters each with their own unique weapons. That's Gun Valkyrie for the original Xbox. This next game is incredible. It's The Incredibles for the original Xbox. This is a 3D platformer. The game is set after the events of the first film. Each of the incredible characters at your disposal have a different special ability, ranging from the super strength of Mr. Incredible to the super stretchiness of Elastigirl. The game has a lot of beat-em-up action in it as well, which I really enjoy, dispensing justice to thugs one blow at a time. That's The Incredibles for the original Xbox. Next up we have Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PlayStation Portable. I was very lucky to get the special edition of this, which includes 2 art cards and an awesome art book. This Square RPG is a prequel to the first Kingdom Hearts game, and it's exclusive to the PSP. The combat in this game is in real time as you tactically cast your spells and hack and slash your enemies. You control original characters in this untold origin story, taking you to magical Disney worlds of Snow White, Cinderella, Lilo and Stitch, and more. So defeat the darkness with awesome powers and the help of many new friends. That's Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep for the PlayStation Portable. Next up we have Warhammer 40k Squad Command for the PlayStation Portable. This is a turn-based strategy game, and they shall know no fear. I am a big fan of Warhammer both on the tabletop and on my screen. Very cool game with 15 cinematically tied missions and 9 multiplayer unique missions. You actually get to control the Space Marines in your squads individually as you move up and shoot your enemies before your turn ends. You have to be tactical in your positioning and maybe use some cover so the heretics don't blast you down in their turn before it gets back to yours. It's time to pick a side and do some damage with the legendary Space Marines or the chaotic traitor legions. That's Warhammer 40k Squad Command on the PSP. Next up we have Tekken Hybrid on the PlayStation 3. This is a fighting game collection, boasting the ultimate Tekken package. This includes a razor-sharp remaster of Tekken Tag Tournament, which looks fantastic, and a prologue for Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which is actually a demo, but it's still a nice inclusion. And also featured on the Blu-ray is a full-length CGI movie, Tekken Blood Vengeance 3D. Very cool to pick this up. I love Tekken Tag and it's awesome to see it looking so crisp on the PlayStation 3. Some incredible arcade fighting action from the King of Iron Fist tournament. That's Tekken Hybrid on the PlayStation 3. Next up we have Monster Madness Battle for Suburbia for the Xbox 360. This is a top-down adventure game. Slash, shoot, and drive through a horde of invading monsters as you battle to save Suburbia. This is really fun with up to 4-player co-op. I'd actually compare the gameplay to Gauntlet. There's over 70 unique monster-type enemies and over 20 gigantic levels with intense boss fights, sending you through highly interactive and destructible environments with devious physical traps. So pick up your weapon, get ready, and let the Monster Madness begin. That's Monster Madness Battle for Suburbia for the Xbox 360. Next up we have Faction Guerrilla for the Xbox 360. This is a third-person shooter with destructible terrain. Now I'm sure they told me to do something at the start of this game, but when they gave me a hammer and explosives and told me to gather scrap, I spent the rest of my time tearing down buildings by hacking at them with a hammer. And you know, it's the simple things in gaming that are the most fun. And there's just something incredibly pleasing about smashing stuff. Lead the Red Faction revolution using guerrilla tactics and strategic destruction in an epic battle for control of the Red Planet. Smash authority in Red Faction Guerrilla for the Xbox 360. Next up we have Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate for the PlayStation Vita. This is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Another prequel game, this takes place after the events of Arkham Origins, where Blackgate Prison is under new management, with Black Mask and the Joker up to no good. So it's down to the Caped Crusader and Catwoman to stop them. The combat action and detective skills translate amazingly to the innovative 2.5D presentation, and I really enjoy the comic book style cutscenes as well. So become the Batman and uncover the sinister plots inside Blackgate Prison using stealth, bat gadgets or brute force to take down your rivals. That's Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate for the PlayStation Vita. Next up we have Sorcery Saga Curse of the Great Curry God for the PlayStation Vita. This is a dungeon crawler role-playing game. Chow down on the tastiest, funniest roguelike adventure ever, where you can explore dungeons, fight monsters, and collect the legendary ingredients to create the curry fit for a god. This game is really crazy, but crazy fun as well, with your character happening into a tower full of dungeons, crawling their way to the top. As you level up and continue your journey through the towers, the dungeons get more and more complex, but as the ante elevates, so does the fun. That's Sorcery Saga Curse of the Great Curry God for the PlayStation Vita. Next up we have Mercenary Kings Reloaded Edition for the Nintendo Switch. I got this from Limited Run Games, at this time the only physical printing of this game. The game plays and looks very much like Metal Slug, and that's a good thing. The action is fast and furious as you dive into your missions, shooting and chopping away at every enemy in your path. It's your mission to craft your arsenal to avenge your fallen comrades and save the world from the fearsome forces of Claw. Claw, blimey! Between levels you return to base camp where you can craft, buy items and select missions before you venture out again. Very fun game, I had to get myself a copy of this, very much my kind of thing. That's Mercenary Kings Reloaded Edition for the Nintendo Switch. And finally we have Sonic Mania Plus for the PlayStation 4. I did a full unboxing for this which you can check out on my channel where I show you everything inside the Sonic Mania Plus package, including that delightfully shiny slipcase. This is a fantastic return to roots for Sonic, an amazing game that pushes the blast processing to the next level with high definition graphics. There are 5 rad characters with awesome abilities to choose from and a rocking digital quality soundtrack to enjoy. So speed through the levels and enjoy graphics so crisp you'll think it's 1999. That's Sonic Mania Plus for the PlayStation 4. And that's it! Those are all of my video game pickups for September 2018. If you like the video, please leave a like or a comment to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe as that really helps me out. Thank you for watching, I've been MVL, and I'll see you next time.